Hello again, my beautiful friend. Let me ask you something personal, something quiet, something just between us. When you look into the mirror these days, not in a rush, not passing by, but truly look. What do you see? Do you see the woman you know yourself to be? Or has there been a moment lately, perhaps in the early morning light, when the house is still and the world hasn't asked anything of you yet, where you caught a glimpse of your reflection and thought, wait, when did I start looking so different? Maybe you couldn't even name what changed. It wasn't one wrinkle or one gray strand of hair, it was something softer, something deeper. A quiet kind of tired that you didn't feel in your body, but saw in your eyes, and that realization, it doesn't come with panic, it comes with a kind of ache, because inside you're still her, the woman who danced barefoot in the kitchen. The woman who used to laugh so hard her stomach hurt. The woman who faced heartbreak, loss, and beginnings. And somehow still carries hope like a small candle that never goes out. You're still her. But sometimes, the mirror tells a different story. I don't feel old, so why do I look this way? You don't feel 60, or 65, or 70, whatever number shows up on paper doesn't seem to match what you feel in your soul. You still get butterflies when your favorite song plays. You still love the scent of fresh coffee in the morning. And the way the sun touches your skin in the early hours of the day, you still feel things deeply. You still dream, plan, wonder. So when the reflection looking back at you seems dull, worn, or unfamiliar, it's jarring, you try not to dwell on it. After all, you've never been the kind of woman who obsesses over looks. You've always known that real beauty comes from within. From kindness, wisdom, grace, and yet, it would be a lie to say it doesn't matter at all, because when we look in the mirror, we're not just seeing a face. We're searching for recognition, for connection, for a reflection that says, yes, that's me, that's who I am. And when that connection feels broken, when we no longer recognize the softness in our cheeks, or the brightness in our eyes, or the fullness in our lips, we start to wonder, what happened to me? Where did I go? Can I get that feeling back? You've done everything right. Maybe you've already tried to fix it. You've bought the expensive cream. You followed the 10-step skincare routine. You've stood in the beauty aisle reading labels so small you needed glasses just to see the word anti-aging. You've tried collagen powders, brightening serums, facials with complicated names. You've done the masks, the mists, the magic potions. You've been told over and over again, if you just try this one new thing, you'll get your glow back. But here's what no one tells you, the glow doesn't live in a bottle. It never did. The glow you're searching for, it's already yours. It's just waiting for the right spark to reignite it. Because what your body is whispering, what your reflection is trying to say isn't, you're not good enough. It's, I need something deeper, I need nourishment, I need love. I need support from the inside. This isn't about chasing youth. Let's be clear, this video isn't about turning back time. It's not about erasing the years, pretending you're 30 again, or covering up your story. You've earned every line on your face. You've survived things many wouldn't understand. You've loved, you've lost, and you've grown in ways that no wrinkle cream can touch. But this is about something else. It's about feeling aligned again. It's about waking up, looking in the mirror, and seeing yourself. Not the tired version, not the faded version, but the woman who still shines from within. That shine may be hidden under layers of stress, of time, of hormonal shifts and nutrient loss. But it's not gone, it's waiting. You are still radiant, you just need the right kind of support. In today's video, I'm going to share something many women over 60 have never been told. The truth about what's happening beneath the surface of your skin, and why no cream or serum can truly bring back that glow on its own. We're going to explore 3 powerful, science-backed vitamins that most women in our age group are missing. Vitamins that can do far more than moisturize from the outside. They work deep within, helping your body do what it's always known how to do. Repair, restore, and glow. We'll also talk about the small, soul-nurturing habits that support those vitamins, so you can not only look more vibrant but feel it in your bones. So stay with me, my dear. This isn't another beauty video filled with hype and empty promises. It's a quiet, loving conversation, a gentle return to yourself, because you don't need to chase youth. You simply need to return to the beautiful woman you already are, And she's still here, she always has been. What's happening beneath the surface? Now that we've spoken heart to heart, let's talk woman to woman, because you deserve to understand what's really going on inside your body. Not in a way that overwhelms you, but in a way that helps you care for yourself with deeper kindness and intention. You see, the changes we notice in the mirror. The sagging skin, the dryness, the thinning hair, the dull complexion. They aren't random, they aren't signs of neglect. They are signs of a body that has been working hard for a very long time and is now shifting into a new season. And when we understand those changes, we can finally stop blaming ourselves and start supporting ourselves. Let's take a closer look at what's really happening beneath the surface. 1. The slow disappearance of collagen and elastin, starting in your 30s and accelerating in your 50s and 60s. Your body's natural production of collagen and elastin begins to slow down. These two proteins are like the scaffolding of your skin. They keep it firm, lifted, bouncy, radiant. Without enough of them, your skin starts to sag. Fine lines deepen, that fresh, youthful plumpness fades. It's not because you haven't tried. It's because your body simply isn't making what it used to. And no amount of surface cream can reverse that loss from the outside in. Too thinner, more fragile skin that struggles to stay hydrated. Your skin doesn't just lose elasticity. It also becomes thinner, it's not as resilient. It doesn't retain moisture the way it once did. That's why it can feel rough, dry, even itchy, especially during colder months or in dry air. Your skin is literally losing its protective barrier, making it more sensitive to weather, to products, even to the clothes you wear. And when it loses hydration, it also loses glow. 3. Hormonal shifts that quietly steal your radiance. And then there are your hormones. Those mysterious messengers we've battled and embraced throughout our lives. As estrogen levels drop during and after menopause, something subtle but powerful happens. Blood flow to the skin decreases. That means fewer nutrients, less oxygen, and slower cell turnover. The result, your complexion starts to look tired, flat, like the light inside just got a little dimmer. And no amount of blush or bronzer can bring that brightness back, because it's not just surface level, it's cellular. For the hidden battle inside, free radicals and oxidative stress. Let's talk about something no one ever mentions at the beauty counter. Free radicals, these unstable molecules form in your body every single day. From stress, pollution, sun exposure, and even just breathing. And when they accumulate, they start to attack your healthy skin cells. It's like rust on metal, slow, silent, damaging. Your body can fight them off with antioxidants. But here's the truth. As we age, our natural antioxidant defenses weaken. That means your skin is under daily attack. And losing the battle, that dullness, those spots, the sudden sensitivity, the roughness, the tired expression, they're not flaws, they're signs of your body needing help. It's not your fault, but it is within your power. Let me pause here and say this clearly. None of this is your fault. You haven't failed. You haven't been lazy. You haven't missed some magic product. You are simply walking through a natural phase of life. One that most of us were never taught to understand, let alone celebrate. But now that you know what's happening, you can choose how to respond. You can choose to care for your skin, your hair, your energy. Not from a place of fear or vanity, but from love, from compassion, from wisdom, because now you know the truth. What's changing on the outside is just a reflection of what's happening within, and when you begin to support your body on the inside, everything begins to shift. Your reflection, it starts to soften, to brighten, to glow again. But not because you're turning back time, because you're finally turning inward. The glow comes from within. So now that you understand what's truly going on beneath the surface, you might be wondering, what can I actually do about it? Because the truth is, you've tried, you've cared, you've followed the advice. You've bought the products, you've put in the effort. But if the results haven't shown up on your skin, your hair, your energy, it's not because you've done something wrong. It's because so much of what's been sold to you has only focused on the outside. And not enough has focused on what your body needs from the inside out. Meet Susan, and the moment everything shifted. Let me tell you about Susan. She's 67. She's retired, still full of life, loves to garden, walk with her girlfriends, and video chat with her grandkids on Sundays. She has that twinkle in her laugh and a spark in her humor. But lately, Susan had been feeling off. Not sick. Not depressed, just off. She looked in the mirror and saw someone she didn't fully recognize. Her skin looked dry and flat. Her eyes didn't shine the way they used to. Her hair had started thinning around the crown. She wasn't chasing youth. Susan had no interest in looking 30 again, but she did want to feel like herself again, the vibrant woman who still lived inside. So she did what most of us do. She bought the age-defying creams. She tried the trending collagen drinks. She even treated herself to a facial for her birthday. But the results? Temporary, minimal, and honestly disappointing. Real change came over coffee and a conversation. One afternoon, Susan ran into an old friend, a retired nutritionist. They sat down for coffee and caught up on life. And somewhere between sips, Susan shared her frustration. I just don't look like me anymore. I feel alive inside, but outside, I look so tired. Her friend didn't sell her anything. She simply smiled and said, "You're treating the outside, Susan, but real change always starts on the inside." Those words landed deep true. Susan had spent so much time putting things onto her body, but very little into it that directly supported her skin, her hair, her cellular health. Her friend explained something powerful that few women ever get told. After 60, your body stops absorbing certain nutrients the way it used to, especially the ones that help your skin glow, your hair grow, and your nails stay strong. You're not broken, Susan. You're just undernourished in the ways that matter most. Susan gave her body a chance to shine again. The next morning, Susan added 3 simple things to her daily routine. Not a massive change, no fancy rituals. Just 3 natural, proven nutrients taken with her morning tea. And then she waited. She didn't expect miracles. But 6 weeks later, something interesting happened. Her neighbor asked if she'd changed her skincare routine. Her walking buddy said, "You look glowing lately." Her granddaughter said, "Grandma, you look happy." And for the first time in a long while, Susan looked in the mirror and saw a woman she recognized. Not because she looked younger, but because she looked vibrant, alive like herself. What did Susan take? That's what I want to share with you now. The same 3 vitamins that helped Susan and so many other women. Not just look younger, but feel like themselves again. These aren't miracle pills. They're not trendy. They're not being pushed by influencers in their 20s. They're science-backed, natural, and gentle. Your body already knows how to use them. You just need to give it the right support. And in just a moment, I'm going to walk you through each one, what they are, how they work, and why they matter, especially for women over 60. But before we dive into that, what does it really mean to look youthful? Let's take a moment and ask something deeper. What does youthful actually mean? Is it fewer wrinkles, tighter skin, perfect hair? No, not really. True youthfulness, the kind that turns heads and warms hearts, comes down to something else entirely. A healthy, radiant skin tone, bright, clear eyes, strong posture and steady energy, and that beautiful, unmistakable spark. That glow that can't be faked, filtered, or bought. That spark, it starts at the cellular level. Your body is still renewing skin cells, repairing damage, producing essential proteins like collagen and elastin. But it needs the raw materials to do it right, and that's where these 3 nutrients come in. They're not external fixes. They're internal fuel. They work quietly, deeply, and naturally to help bring back that spark you may have thought was gone for good. 3 quiet heroes inside your body. Let's take a deep breath together. You've heard the noise, the hype, the miracle creams, the empty promises. But what I want to share with you now isn't about trends or tricks. It's about truth and choice. The truth is, there are 3 nutrients that quietly hold the power to help your body restore what time has slowly worn away. Not by forcing youth to return, but by helping your body do what it already knows how to do when given the right support. They're not flashy, they don't come in gold packaging, but they work because your body recognizes them, it needs them. Especially now, let's begin with the first. Vitamin K2, the unsung sculptor beneath your skin. You've probably heard of vitamin K, but most people don't know there are two types, K1 and K2. Vitamin K1 helps your blood clot, but vitamin K2, it's the quiet architect that helps your body move calcium to where it belongs and remove it from where it doesn't. And here's why that matters. Over time, calcium can begin to deposit in places it shouldn't, like your arteries and yes, even your skin, when calcium settles in the wrong tissues. It creates stiffness, loss of elasticity, a brittle feeling, and an older appearance, not just on your face but throughout your body. Vitamin K2 acts like a guide. It says, "No, not here. Let's move this calcium to your bones where it strengthens you, and away from your skin where it ages you." Susan didn't know this, and neither do most women. But when she started taking a simple daily dose of vitamin K2, specifically the MK7 form, her skin began to feel firmer, not tight, not pulled, just supported. Like the scaffolding underneath was gently being rebuilt. Her circulation improved too, that dull, slow look in her cheeks, it softened. The color returned, and her joints, they ached a little less. Because vitamin K2 isn't just about skin, it supports bone health, heart health, and yes, the suppleness that we often associate with youth. Where do you get it? Mostly from fermented foods, things like natto, a Japanese soybean paste. Or from grass-fed dairy, aged cheeses like Gouda or certain yolks. But realistically, it's difficult to get enough through diet alone. That's why so many women over 60 choose to supplement. And when they do, quiet things start happening. Gentle shifts, slow returns, that's what Susan felt, and it was just the beginning. Astaxanthin, nature's inner glow. The name might sound funny, but what this little compound can do, it's breathtaking. Astaxanthin, pronounced astaxanthin, is one of the most powerful antioxidants known to science. And unlike most antioxidants, it's fat-soluble, which means it can travel deep into your skin cells and stay there longer. Think of it as a shield, protecting you from the inside out. Every day, your body is bombarded by free radicals, unstable molecules from stress, pollution, sun, processed foods. They break down collagen, disrupt pigment, speed up aging. Astaxanthin fights them off with fierce gentleness. It's been shown to be 550 times stronger than vitamin E, 6,000 times more powerful than vitamin C. And in one 8-week study, women who took it saw fewer fine lines, more skin hydration, improved elasticity, especially around the eyes and cheeks. Susan had never heard of it, but when she added it into her morning tea routine, something shifted. The sunspots on her cheeks began to fade, her skin looked less dull, and her eyes, their brightness slowly returned. Even better, astaxanthin acts like internal sunscreen. It doesn't block the sun like lotion does. Instead, it helps your skin resist damage at the cellular level. Fewer sunspots, less inflammation, less of that tired, overexposed look. You can get astaxanthin from wild-caught salmon or krill, but again, you'd need large daily servings to get the studied effect. Most women take 4 to 8 milligrams a day in supplement form. It's small, it's quiet. But the glow it brings back, real. Biotin, the builder of hair, skin, and nails. Last but never least is the one you may have heard of but never fully appreciated, biotin. Also known as vitamin B7, it's part of the B vitamin family. And its job is clear, to help your body convert food into energy, and to help it build keratin, the protein that forms your hair, your skin, and your nails. As we age, keratin production slows. That's why your hair becomes thinner, your nails brittle, your skin flaky. Biotin helps bring that strength back. In clinical studies, women taking biotin daily for 90 days saw stronger, thicker hair, improved growth in thinning areas, less breakage and shedding, healthier, smoother nails, relief from dry, irritated skin. Susan had noticed her hair felt limp, her nails cracked no matter what hand cream she used. But within a few weeks of adding biotin, paired with collagen and healthy fats, she started to notice baby hairs returning at her temples. Her scalp didn't itch as much, and her nails no longer split with every dish washed. Where does biotin come from? You can find it in eggs, almonds, sweet potatoes, and avocado. But again, absorption decreases with age. So supplementing helps ensure you're actually getting what your body needs. And for many women, that simple act, just one soft gel in the morning, feels like a turning point. Not dramatic, not instant, but steady, reliable, like rebuilding the foundation of a home you still love living in. These aren't pills, they're permission. Let's be clear, none of these nutrients will make you 25 again, and that's not the goal. But they do have the power to help your body remember what it once knew so well: how to glow, how to repair, how to grow. Not for beauty standards, but for you, so that when you look in the mirror, you recognize the woman looking back, and more than that, you feel her strong, vibrant, rooted, ready, because you're not fading, you're blooming again. With the quiet help of what was missing all along. You're not chasing youth, you're returning to yourself. So now, my beautiful friend, we've come full circle. You began this video with a quiet question in your heart. Why do I look so tired when I still feel alive inside? You weren't searching for a miracle. You weren't asking to be 30 again. You simply wanted to feel like yourself again, to see your reflection and recognize the woman in the mirror. The woman who has lived and loved and carried so much, but who still carries light, and now you know. What you've been looking for hasn't disappeared. It's just been waiting, waiting for care, for nourishment, for truth. You were never broken. You were simply underfed. What happened to your skin, your hair, your energy? It wasn't a sign of failure. It wasn't aging's punishment. It was a whisper from your body, saying gently, I still want to glow, I just need your help. And now you know how to listen. With 3 simple nutrients: vitamin K2, astaxanthin, biotin, you can begin giving your body the raw materials it needs to repair, to restore, and to remember how radiant you truly are. But this isn't just about vitamins. This is about choosing to show up for yourself every day with a cup of tea, a moment of rest, a walk in the sun, a deep breath of grace. You are not aging, you are transforming. Aging isn't a slow decline, it's a powerful transition. It's a return to wisdom, softness, clarity. It's a season that asks different things from you, but also gives you different gifts in return. So no, this isn't about looking younger. This is about becoming the most radiant version of who you are right now, in this moment, in this season, in this skin, because you're still beautiful, not because you've erased the years, but because you've chosen to honor them. You've chosen to show up, to nourish, to glow, not for anyone else, but for you. You deserve to feel proud of the way you care for yourself. So the next time you catch your reflection, pause, place your hand over your heart, and remember, I am not fading, I am glowing again, because I am finally giving myself what I truly deserve. Let that truth settle deep inside you. Let it rise to the surface. Not just in your skin, but in your voice, in your posture, in the way you move through the world. Because the glow you're building now is a glow no one can take away. You are still beautiful because you are finally becoming you. If this video touched something in you today, I would be so honored if you'd give it a gentle thumbs up. Not for me, but so that more women like you can find this message. And remember that they are not alone. And if you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe and ring the bell. Every week we explore real, honest ways for women over 60 to feel stronger, live better, and glow from the inside out. And in the comments below, tell me, which of these 3 vitamins are you most excited to try? Or maybe, what self-care habit will you recommit to this week? Let's cheer each other on. Let's age beautifully together, because this is our time, and it's never been more radiant.